Hey, good people. Arthur Morris here. Hope all is well. In this video, we're going to look at simplifying complex fractions made up of sums involving rational expressions. All right, so same thing here, except our denominators are a little bit different. Um, we still need to find the least common multiple of our denominators and multiply the top and the bottom by the least common multiple of those small denominators. So I have x plus 2, x minus 6, and x plus 2 in my denominator. So my least common multiple for those two factors would simply be x plus 2 times x minus 6. All right, so we want to multiply everything by x plus 2 times x minus 6, and I'm going to uh, just go ahead and do these separately because I know I have to use the distributive property. So I multiply the top and the bottom by x plus 2 times x minus 6. So I want to see what I can simplify and then go from there. So with the first fraction here, we can simplify the x plus 2's. They cancel each other out. So I'm left with 3 times x minus 6. And then plus, in the second fraction in my numerator, I can simplify the x minus 6's. They cancel each other out. Okay, so that leaves me with 1 times x plus 2. And then on the bottom in my denominator down here, I can cancel the x plus 2's. So now I have 9 times x minus 6. So doing that, multiplying by that least common multiple, that allowed me to clear out all of those fractions, all of those mini fractions. I just have one main fraction now. So from here, we want to simplify. We need to clear our parentheses, combine any like terms, uh, factor again if we need to, and simplify. My denominator, I'm not going to mess with that. I don't have to add or subtract anything. It's already factored. So I'm going to leave it like it is. My numerator, I need to work on it. So let's start off by using the distributive property. Okay. So after we use the distributive property, let's combine like terms. I have 3x plus 1x, which is 4x. And then I have negative 18 plus 2, which gives me negative 16 or minus 16. All right. I see I can factor out. I have a common factor of 4 in my numerator, so I'm going to factor out the GCF of 4 out of my numerator. So 4, if I divide 4x by 4, that's x. If I divide 16 by 4, that's 4. All right, so I don't have any common factors in my numerator and denominator, so I will leave it just like that. Now, if I had common factors, I would simplify, so you can leave your answer like that, or you can multiply it out. But the computer should accept either one of those. So you could write that as 4x minus 16 over 9x minus 54. Multiplying those out, either one of those answers should be correct. Alrighty, let's look at another problem like this one. Okay, so we have 2 over v minus 5 plus 6 over v plus 3 all over 9 over v minus 5 minus 1 over v plus 3. So again, if you look at those small denominators, the only factors that I have are v minus 5 and v plus 3. So the least common multiple of my denominators, those small denominators, is v minus 5 times v plus 3. All right, so knowing that, I'm going to multiply each one of those fractions by v minus 5 times v plus 3. Okay. So after I multiply each one of those, I go back and check and see what I can cancel, because the whole reason we're doing this is to get rid of those mini fractions, those small fractions. So first fraction, I can cancel the v minus 5. Second fraction, I can cancel the v plus 3. At the bottom, I can cancel a v minus 5 and then a v plus 3. All right, so in my numerator, I have remaining 2 times v plus 3 plus 6 times v minus 5. In my denominator, I have 9 times v plus 3 plus or minus 1 times v minus 5. Okay. So once we get that cleaned up, now we need to simplify the numerator and denominator by clearing our parentheses, combining like terms, and maybe factoring. So let's start off by clearing the parentheses by using our distributive property. So 2v plus 6v minus 30. Use our distributive property in our denominator, and remember on the second part here we have to distribute -1. So it gives us 9v plus 27 minus 1v plus 5, because a negative times a negative makes a positive. Alrighty, let's combine like terms in the numerator, combine like terms in our denominator. So let's combine the like terms. So we have 2v plus 6v is 8v in our numerator. And then 6 minus 30 is -24. Okay, our denominator, we have 9v minus 1v is 8v in our denominator. And 27 plus 5 is positive 32. Okay, next step is to factor if possible, and we have common factors that we can factor the numerator and denominator. In the numerator, we need to factor an 8 out of 8v minus 24. So common factor of 8, 8v divided by 8 is v. 24 divided by 8 is 3. In our denominator, we need to factor out an 8. 8v divided by 8 is v, and 32 divided by 8 is positive 4. And then you see we have a common monomial factor of 8. So we can simplify and it'll cancel completely out those 8s. And my final answer will be v minus 3 all over v plus 4. Alrighty, good people, so we went through the same process, multiplied by the least common multiple of our small denominators, and then we had to simplify. So we had to clear the parentheses by using the distributive property, combine the like terms, factor again, and then we were able to simplify the monomial factors of 8. Hope you found this video to be helpful, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.